All right, here we go. We got some breaking news coming through today, Sam, man. I'll let you announce it to the people, man. Dwayne Haskins has been benched.
Yeah, man, it's the same, man. Viral hip-hop news and Washington football team fan. And I was very surprised this morning when I see over the airwaves that Dwayne Haskins will be benched for Kyle Allen for the Week 4 battle against the Los Angeles Rams. Now, when I saw it, I didn't believe it. Excuse me. Then I looked and it's confirmed, and I was pretty surprised. But before I go on and give my thought on what is going on in this in Washington and in the football team's locker room, let me hear from Ron Rivera. Oh God, let you hear from Ron Rivera and see what he has to say about benching his young quarterback, man.
Cool.
Well, I think the big thing is looking at where we are in terms of our schedule and the situation and circumstances. This has been thought out by me for a while. To me, it goes back to the beginning of the schedule. We have 4 games coming up at the beginning that I was hoping to come out of it being 2 and 4, and then going into a stretch where we play 4 NFC games, 3 divisional games, and again where we can make some hay. And unfortunately, we're 1 and 3. We got 4 divisional games coming up. 3 divisional games coming up, 4 conference games. And I just felt, based on the things that have gone on with Dwayne, based on his development where he is, we're better off putting the ball in the hands of guys that know our system. A guy that's been in our system for 3 years, backed up by a guy that's been in the system before and is a little bit more accomplished quarterback. This is not an indictment on Dwayne as much as an indictment on the situation and circumstances that we are in. He did not have the benefit of OTAs and minicamp. He didn't have the benefit of 4 preseason games to work through things. And because of that, he's behind in his development in the system. And again, it's an unfortunate situation. But, as we go through the first 4 games and look at them and break them down, and, I visit with the coaches, talk to the coaches, go through the games with the coaches and the things that happen, it's just one of those things that he needs more time. And we're also, though, in a situation with what has happened in our division. It's open. And so I want to take an opportunity to see what we can do.
All right. We'll stop them there. If y'all want to go ahead and listen to the rest of it, y'all go to the Washington football team website that currently has 40,000 subscribers, and you go listen to the full 47-minute excerpt there. Now, as a Washington fan, I can agree with all that. But as a brother, goddamn, why you even put him in there to begin with?
Yeah.
If he wasn't ready, oh God, which we talked about, we joked about, but in all fairness to the kid, he had 12 games as a freshman in college, one of the biggest programs in the country, did his damn thing over there, came out for the NFL draft, got drafted 12th in the NFL draft or 13th by the Redskins at the time, in a regime with Jay Gruden, Bruce Allen, a terrible organization at the time. He was set up to begin with. So you knew going in, you had a junior pretty much mentally in college that you were lining up and putting under your center for your football team. I'll give an example. Joe Burrow, who competed with Dwayne Haskins in Ohio State and eventually lost out to Dwayne Haskins and went over to LSU, where he found success and now is finding success in the NFL, is 1 to 2 years older than Haskins is. So there's a maturation process there. But we've seen this often in the NFL, oh God, where they don't give quarterbacks enough chance and they end up breaking them before they even begin. I hope this isn't going on here. And the thing that surprises me the most is, yes, Coach Rivera, the division is definitely up for grabs. It can definitely be win. But you want to win at 7-9 with a quarterback and Kyle Allen isn't the answer? And don't give me Alex Smith shit. That motherfucker a year and a half ago was damn near dead. No disrespect to him.
Right.
I'm glad that he's there. I'm glad it shows his heart and his resilience, and it's inspiring to see him out there competing and have an NFL uniform on to begin with, let alone having the opportunity to play. But don't give me that shit that he's ready over Haskins. And Haskins is said to be not even dressed this Sunday.
Third
the
string.
Shit's crazy, man. But from an outside perspective, NFC East fan, Eagles fan, what do you think right now?
First, I'm going to go out on a limb, not even out on a limb, and say Ron Rivera is full of shit. He put out all these reasons why he wasn't ready, then he started them. If you know he didn't have OTAs, you know he didn't have preseason, off-season, regular, you should have never started him. You should have started with your guy who you always wanted in there, You know what I mean? Kyle Allen, from the beginning, since he played with you in fucking Carolina, you always wanted him, in there. I'm gonna chalk this up, Sandman, is to the reason this happens because he's black. Period. I mean, at the end of the day, we have seen so many different white quarterbacks get years to fucking stink it up. 2-3 years. Project quarterbacks. I said it from the beginning. I was like, he's gonna have to be Superman because he's not gonna be given that leash for him, to have trial and error. Look at Carson Wentz. I mean, probably a quarterback that's worse than Dwayne Haskins over the last 3 years has really been, 500 quarterback, he probably got more interceptions than Haskins this year. He's missing people. I was listening to a radio broadcast this morning. Some Philly analyst, it was like he missed like 5 or 6 receivers, a couple for touchdowns the other game. So if that's the case, how come it's not like this across the board? How come white quarterbacks are given more, leeway to fuck up, and continue to keep their job? It was too early, way too early. You're talking about 3-4 weeks into the season. The brother just, in my opinion, they set him up for failure. The Washington, football team set him up for failure like they've been doing the last, 12 quarterbacks they had in the last 14 years. Shame on Ron Rivera. Shame on that organization.
I can't disagree on a lot of what you said, unfortunately. I do feel like he was set up. I feel like he was set up from the jump. If he wasn't ready and y'all genuinely cared about the kid, you wouldn't have put him out there. You see a Patrick Mahomes situation in Kansas City where he sat damn near a year and a half and just learned. We didn't know who Patrick Mahomes was, but the second he went out on the field, we damn sure learned who he was because he lit it up because he was ready. Dwayne Haskins has a lot of upside, but he makes a lot of dumbass decisions and does a lot of dumb things. I cannot get away from that. I'm watching him on the field. I'm watching tape. It's pissing me off too. But this is this kid's 16th game in the NFL. He's not even played a full season yet in the NFL. I think, and I know, and I feel in my heart of hearts that he deserves a chance, at least this full year. Yeah. If you're going to put him in, if you're going to start him. Now, if you didn't start him and you came out here initially and said, all right, this is why we're not going to start him. All right, cool. I get that. I appreciate that. He's not ready. Let Kyle Allen do what he has to do in a division that we probably wouldn't winning anyway going into the season. Let's see what the team is. Let's get Haskins ready and build around him for real. But I feel like he got set up for failure, man. I don't know if this is the end for Haskins in there. It depends on how genuine the statement is. And we'll find out. We'll find out if Ron Rivera is full of shit or not in his comments based off of what we see. If Haskins really shows and matures and does his thing and learns how to run outside the fucking pocket and find open receivers, then okay, put him in there. But if they just set him up and they say he's gone, and we'll know that
the organization should have put more weapons around him. I mean, they put a lot of money into the defensive line. Kudos to them. Like 5 first-round picks. That's cool, but at the end of the day, you could have got other positions. Just should have got Amari Cooper. You should have went out and got these, weapons. But they want us to succeed with way less. Like when you took up these top quarterbacks, a lot of times they got that guy, with them in the NFL, Kyler Murray, They gave him Hopkins, he has Fitzgerald, and, my man Prescott. He got a CD Lamb straight out of college, Cooper. We can go all the way down the line of these teams, that they put more weapons. McLaren's great, but you need somebody else. You need a running back. You can't, even though a running back is doing good, you converted a guy from a wide receiver to a running back, and you got rid of Geis and shit. So yeah, man, it goes back to the organization at the end of the day. You can't sit up here and say, Ron Rivera say it's the circumstance. Yeah, the circumstance that the organization put y'all in at the end of the day. So they're using him as a scapegoat now. Kyle Allen's damn sure not the answer. He might do a little bit better, in the onset, but right back on that same merry-go-round looking for another quarterback. I think his days in Washington is done. How could you come back from this?
He's young. And if he's hearing all the right things, he could come back from this if he wants to. This is a social media age. He's young. This is probably hitting him on another fucking level. He's hearing he's trash. You see Haskins anywhere you look. The shit's probably real bad for him. Like, he's hearing it and he's feeling it. So right now, he's just going to have to humble up and learn how to fucking run. Because I'm going to show, like I said, when everything's said and done, I'm going to show you tape. And I'm sure you've seen plenty of tape on your quarterback, so you know exactly what I'm going through. He's making mistakes that as an NFL quarterback, you just can't make. But come on, man, extend the leash a little bit. 4 games, and Vegas had him as being the most likely to get benched first in the NFL as a quarterback. It just seemed like a setup, man. I don't. It stinks. I don't like it.
Yeah, man, that's just crazy. But we'll see. How it works out. I just don't see. I'm asking you this: Do you see? Rivera going back to him at some point? When would that be? Is it going to be at the end of this season, the beginning of the next season? Like, when do they go back to him? I think his days in Washington may be coming to him. I don't want to see it, but I think it's there.
My heart is telling me that he'll have another chance, and that's because I don't want to spend another draft pick on a quarterback. But if Kyle Allen comes in there and we start seeing weapons that we didn't see on the field because Haskins couldn't get him the ball, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it looks like we're a lot closer than we thought. Offensively, we need a piece in free agency. We need a little offensive line here or there, and we're a little closer than we thought. And Haskins maybe not be the answer, and we get a quarterback that's going to fucking take off. I'm not against it.
Right.
I'm really not as a fan, but I want to see, as a brother, he came in there from the D.C. area, young cat, big, strong, great arm, to go do his thing, man. But he got to prove it on the field. It don't matter what we say behind these microphones. The brother has to produce on the field. He hasn't, even though we don't feel as though he got a fair shot.
You think it's because he's black? They did that to him? You ain't answer that part.
I don't know if Ron Rivera did it because he's black, but I know the criticism that he's receiving. I know that the fucking columnists and the analysts from the DC area make me sick and want to puke.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them because fucking game one, when he went out there and did his thing to beat Philadelphia, you heard absolutely nothing. When I say nothing, I've seen no fucking reports Monday and Tuesday morning about the game at all.
Wow.
Then he loses against Arizona. You see his Haskins days numbered. What the fuck? He just won game one. What do you mean his Haskins day number? Wasn't projected to win anyway. Game two, it got hotter. Game three, hotter. I think that they're gassed. You know how the media is strong. I think it may have influenced their decision for Ron Rivera to go ahead and win now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he may win the division at 7-9. Yeah, they may get a 12th pick of the draft. You know, you're looking for a quarterback, and realistically, what fucking quarterback are you getting at 12 unless there's 5 out there? And we really don't know because of the season we're seeing right now. What are you gonna do? You want to win a division and look good?
That's what I'm saying. And that's why I say Ron Rivera's full of shit, because like it's Super Bowl or bust. You can't just want to win the fucking division. Like if anybody's happy winning the fucking division, you should be making a decision for the long term. Like, all right, shit, we got a chance to fucking win a bowl this year. Let's do this. Don't say just the division.
Yeah, nah, I'm not with it. And unless you think you got the talent to win the division and Haskins is stopping you, which right now, you're going to have to prove it. We go and throw a 40 on fucking St. Louis and then keep that up for 5 games. And I'm seeing weapons that we ain't seen. And this dude's doing this. All right, we might hear a different tune.
It's not likely with Kyle, but we'll see.
I don't see it, though, bro. So,
right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, man, that was a dope segment, man, here in the Viral Sports podcast, man. Make sure you check our YouTube channel out. Subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. Share this video. It's hot right now. Dwayne Haskins benched because he's a black man.
God damn. Come on, DC. Let's get it right, baby. Chocolate City. Man. But Cal Allen, ball, nigga. Let's work.
Fly, Eagles, fly, baby.
Fuck.
Peace, man. Peace.